The first chill of December settles, a tangible stillness preceding the burst of festive energy. For you, Taurus, the beginning feels like a deep breath held. The waxing gibbous moon shines brightly, illuminating what needs attention, perhaps a neglected talent, a quiet longing, or a subtly frayed relationship. The Monday arrival feels laden with possibility, urging a slowing down, a mindful observation of the details around you. The whispers of Mercury, still close, and the grounding energy of Earth are encouraging you to refine your plans, double-check assumptions, and solidify what feels authentic. The urging is less about frantic action, more about skillful arrangement of the pieces. You've been meticulously building something, a career, a home, a sense of security. But the distant opposition of Uranus and Pluto suggests an underlying tension, a feeling that something established might need restructuring, not from malice but from the necessity of evolution. The unsettling pressure isn't meant to dismantle but to test the foundations. Consider, if your life were a story, what would be the most compelling plot twist? Perhaps a sudden inheritance, a surprising reconciliation, or the realization that your greatest strength lies in a direction you hadn't yet considered. The early days are blessed with opportunities for practical progress. Legal matters might come to a resolution, or a creative project takes a tangible form. But there's also a persistent low hum of worry about someone you love, not a dramatic illness, but a quiet struggle they've been hiding, drawing subtle internal distress. Maintaining a strong sense of inner peace amidst this undercurrent of concern will be paramount. Even the simplest task, like preparing a familiar dish, becomes a ritual of centering yourself, pulling strength from the ordinary. The day's short and you might find yourself drawn to revisiting old patterns. That familiar recipe, the comfort of worn books, the memory of a long-ago conversation, these aren't escapes but a deliberate reevaluation. The upcoming week urges you to challenge one belief you hold that is limiting your potential. Maybe it's a persistent feeling of inadequacy, a belief that you aren't worthy of abundance, or a tendency to downplay your accomplishments. Truly examine it, actively poke holes in its logic. Note how even challenging a single, seemingly insignificant belief sparks new possibilities. You will be especially susceptible to subtle shifts in family dynamics, especially with those bordering your sign, those of Aries. Navigating these interconnected relationships can present challenges, but it will reinforce the understanding of a shared sense of purpose. It's an exercise in grace and resilience, remembering the long game, the inherent value of patience. Mid-month, you might experience a palpable feeling of being disconnected, untethered. It won't be a negative feeling, but a curious sensation, an invitation to step outside your usual rhythm. A chance encounter could spark a new interest, or a phone call from someone unexpected might bring vital information. Don't dismiss these moments as trivial. These are threads in the tapestry of your story, waiting to be woven into something beautiful. Perhaps an extended family member is searching for reconnection, allowing vulnerability within a familial bond. The growing influence of Venus, coupled with a lingering presence of Mercury, brings opportunities for communication and negotiation. Disagreements may surface, but resolving them will create stronger foundations for future understanding. You may find yourself offering profound, compassionate support, becoming an anchor for others during their moments of turmoil. The gentle sadness of losing a loved one, not necessarily through death, but through a significant shift in their life's path, is likely to touch you, asking you to embrace the inevitability of change and the bittersweet nature of letting go. Your starborn nature will rise and echo compassion. As the month nears its conclusion, a subtle shift occurs. The waning crescent moon draws you inward, encouraging introspection. Those unspoken anxieties linger, muted but still present. The renewed opposition from Uranus and Pluto nudges you to analyze what needs to truly change, not out of fear, but with a courageous eye towards what's possible. A late-month feeling of unworthiness may hit, but it's a fleeting illusion. Understand that true strength comes not from perfect poise, but from the courage to show up, authentically and imperfectly, every single day. The connections you built and face within grief become clarity from within your heart. Look for those tiny symbols in these familiar routines. A certain bird's call, the scent of pine needles, a phrase overheard in a crowded cafe. Those details hold subtle clues, whispers of the wisdom you seek. Trust your instincts, they've been honed through countless lifetimes of experience. Allow the quiet calm of the waning moon to provide space within which to become the starborn individual you naturally are, quietly contributing grace and compassion to the world around you.